Hey guys, I'm in Bangkok just for a little over 24 hours. I'm actually here for a medical appointment and I'm flying out this afternoon, but I'm going to take you along with me for a little bit of a day / half a day in Bangkok. And if you guys don't follow me, my name is Victoria. I run a remote business and I'm based in Phuket, Thailand. I make videos about unconventional living and lifestyle. I am going to just get ready for the day. I've had a little shower already and I'm just going to put a little bit of, I normally don't put on too much makeup during the week. I like my skin to be pretty fresh faced, but I'm going to do a little bit of my face for the day and chat to you guys while I'm getting ready. I am staying at Sukhumvit 20, my setup. So I've just set up this little table. I'm traveling through Bangkok and I normally try and recycle and try and travel as light as possible if I'm not needing to see people, but I try and carry everything into tiny little mini size recycled. I love this Bobbi Brown cream and I love the brand Dr. Jart, so I keep everything in these reusable little, like, I think they're not glass, they're hard plastic containers. And I find that's normally enough for a few days. Alright, my makeup is pretty simple. What I'm going to do is I have this concealer, Clé de Peau. Been using this for years now. Let me just pop it down here. So I've washed my face already, put a couple of layers of skincare, and what I do is I don't use foundation on a week to week basis. A little bit of concealer, I let that like warm on the face and then I just pat that in and that just covers up some of my freckles and a little bit of redness that I have as well. Yeah, so I mentioned that I'm here for a medical procedure. So I just flew in yesterday. I was actually going to fly in and fly out on the same day, but the hospital said that I was going to be there for around 6 hours. So it looked, if you guys have been to Bangkok, Thailand before, you know that traffic is insanely crazy. You can be going down something like 2 kilometers that might normally take, I don't know, 5 minutes to drive, and you could sit there for 45 minutes just with how congested it gets. And so I decided not to risk it and I booked my flight back for the next day, and I have an appointment in the city. Well, in the city I've got an appointment around 20 minutes from where I'm staying at 1:30. So I am going to spend the morning doing a little bit of window shopping. I maybe want to go and have a look at some stuff from my office at home and maybe grab some lunch at the mall. I have a very pared back makeup, travel makeup routine. I only take around 5 or 6 products because I knew that I was just here for like 24 hours. So I pat that in. Sometimes I go and top up a little bit. Yes, I came in yesterday because I have been having some problems with my hip. So this started about a year ago and I've gone to see an orthopedic specialist already in Phuket, but he referred me to this surgeon in Bangkok because it looks like I'm going to need to have hip surgery. So I was here for that yesterday. I had around 4 or 5 different tests. I've already done an MRI, but yeah, so that's why I was here and that took up the whole day. All right, so I've got a little bit of concealer on and I think I might do a little bit of bronzer. I actually didn't bring a beauty blender this trip. I just figured I'd use my hands. So I pop a little on the sides. So I used to live in Bangkok I think it's almost 2 years ago now, for around 4.5 years, and I live like near this area. So I used to live in an area called Tonglor, and I'm now in 24, so I'm in Prompong, which is a big little mall area. It's, if you think about it, it's like one suburb down. And I decided to move to Phuket because, and I just kind of blended in, because after traveling with COVID for 2 years, I got a dog, and if you know Bangkok, it's not the most dog friendly. So I do miss, this might be my third trip since we moved back to Thailand for the last like 6 months to Bangkok. I think the first time I was like a little giddy. I was like, okay, I miss this like food, bar, culture, busy city. Even though I'm not a big busy city person, I kind of adapted myself to become one. This isn't working great, is it? But yeah, the last 2 trips that I've been back, I think I am pretty good at adapting to different countries. I've lived in multiple different countries and traveled just to backpack, and I'm finding that living in Phuket, I've started to embrace a lot more of a quieter, minimalist way of living. And I come here and I'm kind of like, I don't feel like doing all of the shopping and all of the eating and drinking. I ordered some after I got to the hotel at around 7:30. I was normally thinking I would go out a little bit for the evening, but because I got some injections under my hip, I was just limping, so I couldn't really walk without a bit of pain. So I decided just to call it an evening. And I like to put a little bit of blush on the top too. And yeah, there's so much choice with food delivery, and I just realized that I didn't miss it that much. I think that when you relocate to somewhere, you try and look at all of the things that you love about that place. So for me, for Phuket, it's the beaches and the nature, even though with my hip injury, I haven't really actually been able to go for any hikes, go for any long walks, which kind of defeated the purpose of moving to Phuket. But let me just check another time. And so Phuket has some nice restaurants, of course. There's a little bit of dining out, and there are different things, but it's nowhere near the same as, I don't know what the population is, but I think the population of Bangkok, or the greater Bangkok area, I think is between 17 to 18 million. So you just have so much range. It's very, very metropolitan. You have so much food delivery places, so many trends coming, so much shopping, so much accessibility. And I love to travel with cream-based products, by the way. Find that they wear really well, and they're great for like being very light with traveling. So I was rambling, but I find with like moving to Phuket, I embraced a lot less of that city living. So it was more about going to the beach and, you know, just throwing on a t-shirt and shorts, and less about big city living, which is more, you know, looking after your appearance, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, going shopping, wearing the nicest stuff, eating out, going to bars. I don't know how people do this, getting ready, and give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna pop back over. I made a little tea. I'm gonna pop back over to my desk. I love traveling, but I'd love to also travel with a purpose. So I think this time I'm here mostly just to go to the hospital. So if I could have done it in the same day, I would have. And it's always insightful because at the beginning when we first moved back to Phuket, I was thinking, do I miss Bangkok? It would be so difficult with the dog, but I was thinking, well, maybe we could make it work with the dog. There's almost no, they just created a new one, but there's almost no dog parks. Last thought there is, I don't miss Bangkok as much as I thought I would. I'm really starting to enjoy like slowing down in Phuket. I'm enjoying spending more mindful time, kind of picking up hobbies. Even though I thought I wasn't slowing down as much as I was, I'm enjoying having less distraction. Yeah, okay. So I did not bring powder with me this trip. It's a very simple makeup look, just a little bit of concealer to clear up that redness, and a little bit of bronzer and blush and a little bit of cream eyeshadow. So I am going to head out for the day in a little bit. I'm gonna pack. I didn't bring very much at all, so I will show you guys. I actually packed super light. I brought a small backpack so that I could keep all of my things that I need very quickly, like passport, phone, etc. And then I just carried a big Longchamp bag, which I used for clothes and some toiletries. I actually, since I was here for 24 hours, I knew yesterday was not going to be a big work day. I actually trialed for the first time traveling with just an iPad, Magic Keyboard and trackpad, because I knew that probably today I'd get a little bit of work done in the morning. Can't remember the last time I've traveled without a laptop. It's been nice to really kind of travel a little bit bare bones, even though it's just for a short time. All right, so I'll take you guys out for the day. I'm not out for long. I think I've got an hour or two to kill. I'm gonna go to an appointment at 1:30, and then that will be done at 2:30. Once that's done, my flight is at 5, so with Bangkok traffic, I'm probably gonna head either straight to the airport or I might have a quick little stop, but I'll probably need to leave at about 3 because it'll take around minimum an hour to get there, and with traffic, it's just really unpredictable. Day now. I was so tired when I got back. Flew back from Bangkok to Phuket, and one of the things that I wanted to do was actually have a really good ramen in Bangkok. So I didn't have a great one, but I was able to tick off the chain of Pudu and had some ramen, which you'll see in the video, at the airport, which was nice. Brought back a couple of sweet treats and just chilled out for the rest of the night. So I live around an hour and a little bit from the Phuket airport to the bottom. So now I'm back in my house in Phuket. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you on the next one.